Hello, and welcome to the first of Hookshot Inc's playthroughs. This is a trial, a test type thing. We haven't done this before, so we're just going to see how it goes. I am sitting here with my good friend and co-contributor for Hookshot, Chris Donlan.
Hello.
And I'm Simon Parkin, which I should have said earlier. And,
no, I like it. You say it second. Okay. Never leave.
Okay, good.
It's always good. It's good.
And what are we playing today, Chris?
We're playing Spelunky, Derek Hughes' amazing platformer, which I can't stop playing, which I don't think I'm ever going to stop playing. I think it may be my game for life, certainly looking that way.
And what's the platform for this?
This is available on PC or XBLA. We're playing the XBLA version, which is slightly prettier.
It is pretty, isn't it?
Let me just see if I can quickly turn it down in the background. Oh no, don't worry. That would make us sound like we're professional. So yes, it's a magical game, and it's one of those things which you just think something is going to come along and stop me from playing this later on. You know, I'm going to have to play another game to review it, or something's going to come along which is going to take my attention away from it, and then I will forget about it. And that hasn't happened. I keep playing other things and then coming back to it. And I keep playing other things and thinking about Spelunky and wishing I was playing. And I think that's partly for me because it's so short. Each game is so short.
So it's 16 levels, is that right?
That's right. It's 16 levels, thereabouts. I mean, there are other side levels you can get to and secret areas. But it's sorry, I'm not telling you what they are. So you have 4 levels of mine, 4 levels of jungle, 4 levels of ice, and 4 levels of temple, and then this final boss. But what is really special about it is it randomises all of what you see within those levels. But what's really special about that, in turn, is that there are things which it never randomises. So in one of the mine levels, you'll always find a key and a treasure chest, and that will give you a certain item, which then allows you to find something which is always lurking within the jungle levels. And it just means that there's all this complexity riddled through it, which you can kind of plan for.
Yeah.
It means you can get 5 seconds into a game and see how you're going, and kind of go, this time I'm probably not going to reach the ending, but I'm going to try and find another creature or do something like that. You can set your own objectives.
So we're playing off your save, and for the viewers at home, Chris is what are you?
I'm the little guy with the kind of Care Bear ears set up, which is probably not accurate.
And the flag of surrender.
Yes, the flag of. I do like to. That's my flag in more ways than one.
Okay, and I'm the man in the red turban.
Yes, and this is. Playing with 2 players, if you don't know if you've done this yourselves, playing with more than one player is very difficult. You are making everything far more difficult for yourself just by adding another player. Yeah,
so this, as you might have seen there, I just dropped off screen there, and the game doesn't go into split screen mode at that point.
No.
If you go, well, if player 2 disappears off player 1's screen, then he's on his bloody own.
Just getting hit by a rock. Yes. And because so much of the game is about planning ahead, you can generally beat everything in the game if you just have enough time to think about it.
Damn
mistake.
It! To an arrow to the chin.
But when you have 2 players, you can't, as you've just brilliantly proved, you just don't plan ahead because one of you accidentally rushes off or triggers a trap or something ludicrous happens.
Tries to be brave.
Yes, was that what you were trying to be brave?
Yes,
that's very beautiful. Yes, Simon, one of us as a ghost, you're going to see that quite a lot. We didn't get very far in our playthrough. I'd say it was largely disastrous. Top Spelunky tip there is always set the damsels to pugs, and you will not be able to avoid trying to save them. There's something just so delightful about the pugs, and when you accidentally blow them up, which I often do, pressing down an A instead of down an X, nothing worse than blowing up a pug.
So what does this say about you, Chris, that you won't save a woman?
I won't save a woman or a handsome man.
You'll save a lonely dog.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Right. There.
A bit cautious with the whip there, probably. Alfred Molina wouldn't have been happy about it. Yes. Spiders. So
you're good at this. Look at you go.
One of the really annoying things about one of the annoying things.
Saving me there.
Just rescuing again. A little lift from Left 4 Dead. It feels like, but I'm sure it can be something before. But one of the things which is really fascinating about Spelunky is that even the first creatures you meet, like the bat and the spider, they will kill you sometimes when you're really on a roll, a bat can really mess you up. There's something about all of the elements of the game are just so finely crafted on their own that each element is deadly. You know, each enemy is deadly, and you can never really ease up. This is amazing, right? We're digging this hole down, and it turns out that when you dig a hole like this, you're really hoping that the level exit is right below you, and in this case, not spoiler, it wasn't. But we did just use up a load of bombs, so that's good.
That thing you were saying about bats reminds me of like in shoot 'em ups. You know, there's a kind of fashion now for bullet hell shoot 'em ups.
Oh, yeah.
They're all about kind of patterns that just happen regardless of your position on the screen. But if you go back and play like a game like Raiden or something like that, where there are very few bullets on screen, but they aim straight towards you, and like it kind of looks like it should be much simpler, but it's actually much more difficult.
Oh, the tricky thing with the bats is they're always they're generally coming at you from above, so. What you often find is the jump whip is the best way to do the bat. You jump and then you whip, because they're often not exactly on your level, but you can kite them quite a long way across the level. They will follow you for ages.
I like you as the games master, Donlan.
Thank you. No, well, when in Rome. The shops. I love the shops as well. Well, the brilliant thing about Spelunky shops is you are free to steal from the shopkeeper if you haven't got enough money, and he is free to shoot you if you try and steal from him.
Or if you accidentally hit him.
If you hit him, or if you blow up a bomb anywhere nearby, and they will remember that for the rest of the game. Again, this is where it really feels like a roguelike. When you look at the first shop you come to and you go, okay, that's all rubbish. I am probably not going to do that well this time. But let's see what happens regardless.
Just to say here, Don is shouting at me going, buy a rope, but player 2 has no agency in this. I can't buy anything.
I thought you didn't have quite enough money for a rope. You see, now we probably could have gone back and bought you a rope, but it's too late. See, the offensive pug there, pug in the face. Pug beats snake. It's ancient, very old. That's the thing, right?
What beats pug?
Nothing beats pug. Door beats pug. Actually, accidental bomb beats pug, as we've discovered too many times to our... By the time you've played about 100 games of Spelunky, you will have so much pug blood on your hands, it's just not... It's not funny. Where are we now?
Pugs for life, not just for Spelunky.
That's right, pug life, as I believe I had tattooed on my my knuckles for a while. That's probably not cool, actually. Again, so brilliant stuff. The spiders' webs will slow you down, but they will also... There's this incredible democracy at work in Spelunky, so all the things which affect you generally affect your enemies, except the piranhas I discovered the other day. True story, caveman jumped into a lake, and the piranha didn't eat him, and I was like, why not? That's not very fair. You'd have... Anyway, yes. So all of the traps which you have to look out for, your enemies do, and there's this incredible sense when you're playing it that the game is actually playing itself. So the minute you come into a level, all of this chaos starts erupting. By the time you get to the lower levels, you'll find people who are just dead. You will find trees that have been blown up. All of this havoc has just emerged, and you're just kind of wandering through it. It's really... I never tire of it. The rock. See these traps? Yeah, trigger them with the rock.
This is a definite tip there, isn't it, for dealing with the arrow traps.
The problem, the arrow traps, you think, oh, they're so annoying, and then you get to the tiki traps in jungle, and which are so much worse.
Give me an arrow trap.
Give me an arrow trap any day. Yes.
You were getting annoyed at me at this point.
Well, I wasn't getting annoyed at you. I never get annoyed at people.
No, well, you should be, because I'm a ghost again.
No, not at all.
I can't pick anything up.
I took a risk on a bomb there, but I thought, I've got 3. I can risk it. I can take that. But now, obviously, I wanted to give you the key.
Yes,
but you weren't alive, so I had to leave the key and take the pug. For my money, pug beats key. Pug beats basically everything.
Yeah.
I think if you can have a pug in your hands, that's what you want.
Jamming the pug into the treasure chest lock.
Yes. His head was slightly key-shaped. Another... Oh, that's good. If you do this too often, you do kill pugs. Often they will take a hit for you, though. They will take a hit from like a tiki trap for you, which is very sad. Nothing sadder than to get right to the door.
I know you can run through the spikes.
You can walk through. You can't land on them.
Right. That's very nice.
Classic Spelunky move there is looking down just as you come to an edge. That for me feels like the signature Spelunky moment.
That's from a Mario game, isn't it?
Is there one where you can look over the edge? You can look down?
Maybe not. I'm sure I
don't
recognise
know.
it from a Nintendo thing.
I'm sure it feels a bit like Metal Gear Solid, the way you can kind of inch around corners and stuff like that. One of the only moments where Spelunky really feels like
An explosion of items. However,
Accident.
that was a pretty good first run. I
Well-
mean, you're doing 6 minutes 37 there.
That's not bad. I have a lot of runs which are 3 seconds.
Yeah.
When you spawn, there's one random element which, when you spawn, there's a tiki man just waiting for you, and he just throws a boomerang in your face, and that's the end of it.
Derek, how could you?
Right, Ice World. I love Ice World. After Jungle is so hard, and then Ice, while still difficult, feels like a bit of a holiday. It's much more compact. The only thing you've really got to watch out for is the fact that there is no floor.
Yeah, so I mean, if you haven't played Spelunky, what's going on here? Because we're playing on Donlan's save. As you progress through the game, you can create shortcuts to the other worlds.
By giving the Tunnel Man, who is an utter bastard,
he makes
selection of
increasingly
things.
ambitious demands.
Ridiculous demands. In fact, I don't think the last open up. Oh dear.
That was bad.
Yeah. Now, what were you doing? You stood on a mine, and then you just
I
thought
thought it was a trapdoor. I hadn't seen. So I haven't got this far in the game. So we took the shortcut to the ice level, and then there's a bunch of stuff here that I haven't seen before. So
Like
I'm
a
learning.
mine.
So I'm going, and I jumped on the mine, and you didn't really say anything.
No, I did. I said, don't stand on the mine, but by that point it was blowing up. It was all comedy after that. That's the thing. If you leave Spelunky for 2 seconds, what you get out of it is basically comedy, slapstick comedy.
So I was reading that this XBLA version of the game came about because Jonathan Blow, creator of Braid and forthcoming The Witness, said to Microsoft, you should really get Spelunky on your platform.
He is a smart guy.
He is.
I mean, Spelunky's already on their platform theoretically. If you think
Right,
of
yeah.
PC
True,
as
yeah.
being, wow, he was throwing them the side eye with that comment. Yes. That I did not know that. That's interesting. I know that there are rumours that this version is coming to PC as well, which would be nice.
Oh yeah, because there was a bit of a kind of outcry from PC fans saying, "Why have you done this to the graphics?" But then I think Derek was kind of saying, "No, this is how I wanted it to look," kind of thing originally. And
I think I probably fall into. Oh dear, talking of falling into things, I just fell off the bottom of that.
I followed you.
Yeah, well, you had no choice.
I would have chosen anyway, Donlan.
That's nice to hear. I still prefer the original graphics because there's just something very computer gamey about them, which I love.
Yes.
Made in Game Maker, the original game. Game Maker with some serious extensions, though. So, and now runs in HTML5 as well. Did you hear this the other day?
Yes.
Runs in your browser.
Is that Darius that ported that?
That sounds familiar. You're putting me on the spot. But yes, very exciting. It means that you never have a reason not to play Spelunky now. Oh dear, that was bad. The mammoth will freeze you and then shatter you.
Is that true to life? Is that what mammoths had that
They
ability?
well, we don't know.
Projectile
we don't
attacks.
know. We don't know because they're all gone. Aren't they? A bit of a two-player menu fun there.
Right, so we are now moving into the multiplayer mode, which I hadn't played this either, deathmatch, and initially we just decided to do one-on-one, spy versus spy.
Yes.
And
Spy versus bomb versus snake.
Yeah.
And the deathmatch
Pug beats spy.
is brilliant. Is that fair to say? It's just the most hilarious thing.
I had a lot of fun with this, and it feels surprisingly Bomberman-like.
Yes, it's got that kind of
which you don't get at all in the single player because it's much more.
It's really because the single player is all about thinking what is coming, am I in trouble, and you don't really have to speed up until the ghost turns up in single player. But this time it's all just you'll watch. I think this first match lasts maybe 15 seconds. Not to ruin this.
We're just kind of psyching each other out there.
This is basically just going to be me laughing as one of us blows up. It just goes so wrong, and it's so fast that you forget. At least I do. I forget which one I am on the screen, but that doesn't really matter. Oh no.
Well, I think the first round is a bit tentative. How's this work? Second one, I'm just going to run at you throwing bombs at you.
The bomb and the stun working together
Yes.
is a brutal combination. No one should have to see that.
This is very Manic Miner-esque.
Oh dear.
Oh, nice.
That was, yes. Payback. A little bit of very rare payback there. Of course, it brings to mind memories of Four Swords as well, with the Rising. Four Swords, what a game! That had that same thing actually. Four Swords managed to speed up Zelda and turn it into kind of mean-spirited chaos. It was did some clever stuff.
Did you play the 3DS one? That came
Was that the
before?
free one? Was
I
it?
think it was.
Yeah, no,
free.
I did not
It
actually.
was their apology game, their makeup game.
Wow.
Is
it good?
I didn't play enough of it. I mean, I played the original one on GameCube with
which is great.
with all of the
Connectivity,
SPs.
yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's a right hassle to pull together because you need those elusive cables.
That's right. But when you get it done,
yeah, it's an
something else.
incredible game.
I remember sitting in the park. We're talking about those cables. One of my favourite memories is sitting in the park
with a cable,
with
and cider,
a friend and a cable in Brighton, and playing
You had
Mario
the best
Kart.
time.
Oh, it was good. It was yeah.
Oh, it was plugged in.
It was plugged in. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so we're up it a little bit. One of the maps, and you'll see them in a minute, is just completely brilliant. If you know where to put the bomb in one of the maps, it's a very powerful thing. I discovered it shortly before we recorded this. And I used that information relentlessly.
I'm very attached to this little turbaned guy.
Yeah, I tend to use the latest character.
You always go one too far. I feel a bit sorry for that character. So it's like,
I always think, should I? And then no, I won't.
Yeah, he goes
right.
back
This
into the
map,
wardrobe,
there is a place to put a bomb, and yes,
which you get perfectly, and I'm just kind of look
go,
at that. There we go. And I'm like,
this.
ta-da! Pick up that.
Dear.
Ouch!
Oh, but then sad.
Look at you riding
sad,
it.
sad,
You're like,
sad.
yeah, I'm going to ride the boulder, and then
yeah.
spike.
Hoisted by my own petard, I believe is the correct term for that.
Have you watched Newsroom yet? Because that's a hoisted by your own petard is a key plot point in the
No, I haven't seen
in the
it.
pilot.
Do you like it or not, Newsroom? We're going off record. We're going off
this
track
is
here.
off track.
This is
has
off-road.
nothing to do with Spelunky.
No, tell me. Do you
Newsroom,
like
as in Aaron Sorkin's new US TV
That's very thoughtful. That's very
show
thoughtful of you.
for anyone who. Yes, I'm enjoying it.
Is it good? I hear severely mixed things about it.
Yeah, it reviewed very poorly, didn't it? From.
But do you think people just feel that they have to take Sorkin down a peg or two?
There's definitely that kind of thing going on this time that hasn't been there in the past. I feel.
Because I was thinking Sorkin and Jeff Daniels. That sounds pretty much perfect. Throw in a bit of Bill Pullman. And
Well,
you've got
do you
the
know?
ultimate show.
I read it's the third most successful HBO TV show since 2008. I think.
Really?
So yeah, it's doing very well ratings wise. So.
Goodness. And it's still doing well. It isn't just that they were tuned in for the first week.
No, I think it is still doing well. Yeah, I think it is doing. Although he's fired most of the writing staff and for season 2. Apparently.
Nice. That seems to be quite a common thing. The Walking Dead guy did exactly the same thing.
Okay. And brought in Derek Yu.
I'd love that.
He's going to be writing
Derek Yu's
season
version
2.
of the Newsroom would be very funny. They talk about liberalism and then they accidentally step on a bomb. And it's all very easy to be a liberal. And then when there are mad pugs running everywhere,
till a man in a turban chucks a bomb.
what do you say? No. You just I saw it veer. I saw a conversation veering in that direction. I thought, I hope it won't, but it did. Yes, I'm interested to see. I'm a big fan of Jeff Daniels.
Yeah.
Obviously, Harry Temple in Speed. I have my own little canon version of Speed where he lives. Spoiler: he doesn't live. Yes, I'm very excited. I just close my eyes during a certain scene, and presto, he survives. That's the magic of cinema.
We've really gone off topic now.
Yes, we have.
I mean, I'm enjoying it. But is there any way to segue back with big spiders here?
Big spiders. Has Aaron Sorkin ever done a show with big spiders in? I don't think he has. Unless you're
West
referring to
Wing?
the big spiders of the right.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
That's good.
That spider is not declaring its taxes.
So we're in space now, which
Well,
is topical for today.
It is. Yes, a wonderful day. I'm very excited. I was thrilled. Were you up for it?
For landing on Mars? Not
Yes.
personally. But,
I was very excited. It's lovely. It's a big old guy. He's going to run for 14 years. He's got enough energy to last for 14 years.
Really?
Yeah. And if that's anything like, again, we're off topic, but Spirit and Opportunity were meant to last for 90 days.
Right.
And they went for about 4.5 years.
Oh, wow. So they're underestimating.
Who
perhaps.
knows? But the difference was they used solar panels and they were estimating how quickly they were going to get covered in dust.
Right.
And this guy has a bunch of plutonium inside him. But it's
Does he have windscreen wipers? Remove the dust.
They had all these crazy ideas when they built Spirit and Opportunity. Had all of these crazy ideas about what to do about the dust, and they thought maybe they could have the solar panels could be tilted, or maybe they could have kind of cellophane, which would come off on rollers and would come off. There's a very good book about, if you're interested in the subject, Stephen Squires, who was part of the mission payload team. He wrote a very good book about it called Roving Mars, which I do recommend. But that was the last. In fact, there was a rover in between, wasn't there? There was Phoenix in between. Anyway, I digress.
This is outside my field of expertise.
Yeah, no, outside of mine as well. Now, so you were trapped with an horse kind of character.
What is that?
It's a guy with a horse.
Is that? I don't. Yeah. I
Was
don't know
that
what
Horus?
that's
Would that have been Horus in ancient Egyptian? I'm not sure. Horus is kind of their equivalent of the Jesus figure. Was that Isis's son? Osiris? I don't know. Anyway, it was him. He didn't. You beat him in the end, and then you got blown up.
It's a shame Jesus didn't have a beak.
I don't think we can continue with this line of reasoning. Anyway, so this is one of the new levels, which is set inside a worm.
Yeah, what is it? This is the bits are respawning.
Yeah, this is set inside the worm. There is a way of accessing this from the main game, levels which look like that, but I don't think. I think that would be a spoiler to say.
Right.
Can I just say it involves a damsel? That probably is a spoiler right there.
That I like this level design.
I like that
nice,
because you forget that it's just all falling. Well, I forgot anyway. Did you forget as well?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Oh, it's so close.
So this is it. This is match point, isn't it?
Could I bring it back?
First to 8. Here we go.
Bring it back?
In the snow.
I was thinking, shall I just wait? Shall I just wait and allow him to
kill myself? I have a camera now. And then you blew yourself up.
I blew myself up.
That's like the double fault of wins.
Yeah, that really is. That's Andy Murray. Very upset. Well, anyway, I think that's
probably it.
We should probably wrap up.
Thanks for joining us.
Sorry about the bits about HBO.
What's the TLDR version of this vidcast?
We like it. We like Play Spelunky. It's really good, and we're not ready to stop talking about it yet. But yes, thanks for reading the site, and thanks for watching this, and yes.
Yeah, we'll see you next time when we'll probably do Spelunky again. Bye.
Bye.